All right, this is part 2 of our tool cart build out series. And here we've got the US General single drawer, just your basic budget build out. We wanted to see how much we could fit in this. And honestly, I think there's still plenty of room to go. So up top, what we got here is we got our metric sockets over here. We got our SAE over here. We got in the middle here, we've got some ratchets and such. We've got the old Bauer ratchet. We got a Bauer impact. We have some of the oversized sockets here. Breaker bar here down along the front. We got some extra miscellaneous stuff over here. On the sides, we've got the new Quinn sets. We got metric over on this side, SAE over on this side, although I may have reversed them. Anyway, down here we got more sockets. We got impacts down here. We got quarters. We got 1/2 inch on mag rails. We got chrome, these are 3/8 inch on mag rails. In the top drawer here, the only drawer, we've got pliers, some pry bars, we got hex keys, we got some, well, they call them kiwis, a pistol grip, screwdriver. We got, for the screwdriver then, we've got the whole bit set down there. We've got more sockets. We've got torque wrenches, and of course, the old 2-gallon bucket, or you can go with a 5-gallon, whatever you want. Well, there you go. That's the walk around of the one drawer US General 30-inch service cart. That's this one right here. And it sells for $130, which is funny because when I was originally putting this in my head, that was going to be the lowest tier. Now, I have seen coupons that take it down to like $90, in which case that would be the budget entry level. But this isn't just about budget. This is a lot of people, it's about need and it's about space, all right? If you've got to park cars in your garage and you can't be a dedicated shop space, brother, I get it. And maybe this is all the room you've got. Or, it's just a case of, you know what, I just don't do that much. I do want to do some work on my cars, but I'm not, dropping the transmission and pulling the engine and all this thing. And so I don't need a 72-inch toolbox. And I totally get that as well. As you can tell, we're able to fit a lot into this. That was what all we got in there was the entirety of the chrome 1/2 inch Quinn master set, the entirety of the chrome 3/8 inch master set. We got some 1/4 inch in there. I'm just looking over trying to think of everything. We got about half of the 1/2 inch impact and about half of the 3/8 inch impact. And then the rest of it are in cases underneath, as you saw. We got a couple of torque wrenches. We got some power tools. We got ratchets. We got pliers. If I'd used a plier rack, like a nice little one, you could store your pliers on the side. If I'd used one of those, I could have gotten even more pliers in there. There's a lot you could do to really maximize the space on this. I got the wrenches hanging off the side. Tried to go magnetic, put as much stuff on the outside as we could. And I can tell you, it holds it just fine. Those mag rails there, you can put a whole lot of sockets on those things. They work great on those vertical struts there. It's just a nice little setup for the people who either A, are on a budget, or B, who just don't need that much. I think it's a great setup. But again, let's show you here what we're talking about. Now, of course, I've got the one in white. Allegedly, you can order it or get it in other colors. I don't know how you do that or why. But anyway, that said, and it's kind of hard to see here in this picture. So this is the Series 3 cart. And maybe it shows it better, like with the gray one, how everything's blacked out. The handles up here are blacked out. Everything, the US General part is blacked out. Maybe this is actually the old, because this looks chrome on this one. The US General logo on mine is chrome, and the handles up top are chrome because mine's the older one. And yes, this is one that I bought myself several years ago, and I use it at my other shop. And I use it mostly to take my tools from my 72-inch workbench outside, because we have to work on our vehicles outside down there. So that's kind of the way I use it. But you could easily use this as your main cart for the DIYer who's really going to maximize the space in this thing. But there's other uses for it as well. Well, I just want to show you some of the other mods real quick. I did see that somebody else managed to put one of the fold-up side tables on it. That was something. A lot of people using them in car detailing. I see it in all the car detailing shops. How about this? Used as a outdoor barbecue accessory setup. We got the wood top on it. And then sometimes they're just using it for the barbecue itself, or the grill in this case. And if you're doing some really dry looking chicken there, that's going to be the one for you. I've even seen it set up where people made the top of it into a charcoal grill. And that was insane. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this. I think that, again, for the right person, it's either great as an accessory cart, even if you've got a big toolbox, it's great for that. But if you don't, as I said, it can be a single cart there for the small shop, small garage kind of setup where space is minimized or your budget's minimized. Either way, I think it's a good use there. Now I was gonna do the full bank cabinet next, the full bank tool cart. And it just arrived. The reason I did this one first is because, well, I already had it. So anyway, we're gonna do the 5-drawer, we're gonna do the 4-drawer. And if there's any other service carts you want us to see, we're gonna do this whole series trying to see how much we can fill each one of these up for and who they're right for and what, because people always ask me, what's the best blank? And the problem is best is a loaded word because it might be best for you, it might not be best for me, it might not be best for your neighbor. It all depends on how you're going to use it, what your budget is, all these things. It all adds up in this big, long, kind of riddle as to what's best for each person. So I can't say best. What I can say is for these things, it's probably more than good enough. Anyway, if you like what we do here, go ahead and chomp the old like button, smash that subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care, God bless, and as always, shine on.